Come back to our setup and plan, and this is our setup and plan. To the first thing is always market structure, and the first pair is always gold. Our external market structure for gold is very simple. It's bearish after having this change of character to the downside, then a continuation break of structure to the downside. Then we have our bearish order block, right? And from here you can clearly come on 15 minutes for our internal market structure, and you can understand that we had a sweep, then you had a change of character to the downside. Then we had a continuation break of structure to the downside. Then we had a change of character to the upside. That means the external market structure was bearish and the internal market structure turned bullish, right? But at that moment, we had our last sell to buy candle, which was our order block from here. This was our order block. It didn't hold enough because we had the first tap, second tap, third tap, fourth tap. Then we had the liquidation to the downside. Then finally, we got our change of character to the downside, continuation. So this bullish order block turned into a bearish breaker block, right? And then we had a break, you can see. Then we had a retest. Then we got that confirmation from the 30 minutes. This was the final confirmation. So my entry is just on sales right now. You see this inverted fair value gap. You can easily have our stop loss above the breaker block. Then our take profit is going to be here 1 to 9 risk to reward. That's our plan, guys, and I'm just waiting for a price just to pull back to fill this inverted fair value gap, take out this liquidity, and then continue to the downside. You can also put your sell limit with a nice proper risk management plan and risk what you can afford to lose. That's the only way you're going to control risk, you're going to control emotions, and you're going to control trade. Secondly, we're going to have GU. First thing first is always market structure. You can understand that we had our break of structure to the upside, external market structure from here. Then from here we had our break of structure to the upside on 15 minutes. 15 minutes is our internal market structure. Then we're going to have our change of character to the downside. And then we're going to have our break of structure to the downside, continuation, right? That means this is our swing high, and this is our swing low right here, our swing low here. Now from here we have plenty of liquidity up here, but you're going to use two approaches. We have the first one. You can see that we have our first order block, bearish order block, and the second bearish order block is here, but here is just like and this is an inducement. You can see it. Why is it an inducement? It was the last candle that led to the break of structure to the downside, but we have our fair value gap here and have plenty of liquidity here. That means this is an inducement. Inducement, right? This is an inducement. And from that, then you can have our intraday strategy. You have to wait for the Asian low to be taken out. That will be scenario number 1, Asian high. Asian high. Asian high liquidity, which is here. So what's our plan? Our plan is very, very, very simple. We're not yet complicate trading. First, you're going to wait for the price to take out this Asian high. Then you go down to 1 minute. Then you look for the change of character to the downside. Then we target the next swing low, our swing low. And then the second scenario is going to be, you're going to wait for the price to come back to our bullish order block. Then you wait for the confirmation. Then we continue selling. Those are the two scenarios I'm focusing on right now. I'm just waiting, and I'll be sending you the outlook towards New York session according to the price. Second one is EU. EU is also very, very simple. First and foremost is always market structure. You can understand that we had a break of structure to the upside from here, then you had a break of structure to the upside, then you had a change of character, then you had a break of structure to the continuation. Then at that moment, you have to move to the external market structure. This was our last change of character to the upside. And then the price shifted to the downside from here. Then you had a continuation break of structure to the downside from here. Then from here, we have to move to our internal market structure. We had a continuation break of structure to the downside from here. This time around, it's internal market structure. Then we had a continuation break of structure to the downside from here. And then our order block is just here. Our bearish order block. Right? And then that will be scenario number 1. Scenario number 1, you're going to wait for the price. You wait for the price to pull back here. Then you look for sell confirmation from the lower time frame. Then you continue selling it. That will be scenario number 1. Then scenario number 2, we're going to wait for the price to take out this Asian high. And then you're going to wait for the confirmation. Then you can also sell from there, because this is our Asian high. You can see it's full of liquidity. Our Asian high. Asian high, right? Asian high liquidity. And also remember, I wrote Asian low. Is it? Let me first correct it. Yeah, it's the Asian high. Sorry. Asian high. And then we go to GBP, GPY. Still had a very, very clean trade yesterday, if you remember. Then from here, we had our break of structure, last break of structure to the upside. If you remember, you can go and watch our previous video on the outlook and plan. We had then we had our change of character to the downside. Then from there, we had our bearish order block, the bullish order block, sorry. The price came, tapped in, then continued to the downside. You got our confirmation from there, and this was our clean entry. Our stop loss just at a pip stop loss. and our main target is here with the 5 risk reward, and now holding around 63 pips into profits that you can easily get into this trade again. How and when? Although the Asian low is already taken out, we can easily wait for the Asian high, then wait for this pull back around here, then you go down to lower time frame, then you look for our confirmation, then also we sell to the downside. Also, I had a clean trade on UJ yesterday. It was a very clean one, and as always, first thing first is always market structure. This is our last break of structure. This was our last break of structure to the upside, and then we had our bullish order block here. Then we had our change of character to the upside. Then from here we also had a break of structure to the upside. From here you can easily see it was a continuation. From here we had our order block, if you remember very well in our previous video, and we got a clean tap, 2 consecutive wins for GEU, and I'll be sending the outlook and plan very soon. From here I had it, then we had a clean tap and a take profit from here, and also our break of structure to the upside. And from here we have you can easily check the 5 minutes so that you can get a clear, it's mitigated. From here you can get our order block, the last sell to buy. Can use this order block. And our plan is very, very simple. Scenario number 1 for UJ, wait for the price to come back here, then you look for buy confirmation from here, then you continue buying, right? That will be scenario number 1. This scenario number 2, if the price disrespect this order block, then you wait for the break, then retest, then a continuation to the downside. Okay, that's it guys. See you in the next one.